My name is Dana, and I want to tell you about my switch to Ting and how easy it was, and the apprehensions I had when I first heard about Ting and about moving to Ting. So Ting is a cellular provider. They've got the devices and everything right on their page to get started, much like Verizon, US Cellular, and all of them. So I had been a US Cellular subscriber for many years, probably 10 or 12 years. And, all the way back from the gray Nokia uh, phones that you used to get, the 6500 or something like that. So I'd been with US Cellular, and overall, US Cellular I thought was a great company, and really liked them, really liked the coverage. But recently, basically in the last year, US Cellular has had a lot of issues, and I'm going to go to their page right now. And one issue they had was the billing. Billing, they had, I don't know, they had transferred their system over to something new, and it was terrible. And sometimes you would go months without getting a bill, then all of a sudden you'd get hammered with this bill. And you call and complain about it. Well, everybody's kind of having the same problem. It was just really a real pain to deal with. Their tech support, their tech support, their service support, whatever, had really kind of fallen by the wayside as well. I'd call numerous times only to be put on hold for maybe 30 minutes before I got to speak to somebody. I was getting really frustrated. It was the plans were going up in price. We had 4 people on the plan at the time, and it was just, I was looking for a change, and I wanted to see if I could save money on my cell phone bill as well. So I'm going to do this by comparison here. So let's look at a US Cellular plan right now. Let's go to talk and text only plan. Let's just take the very basic that somebody would probably have. Talk and text. So right here, I'm going to select the number of lines. I have 3 lines with Ting, so we're just going to do this as comparison. I'm going to add a line, so I've got 3 lines here. And the base price you can see is $100 a month, unlimited text, daily data, and that's $120 a month. Okay, let's go back to plans, and let's look at a shared data plan. So we just saw $120 a month for 3 phones and shared data. Starter byte, $50 a month plus device connection charge. Pint byte, $60 a month plus device connection charge. I mean, this is just crazy what you end up paying on your cell bill. And I'm going to tell you here what you might already know, but what you might not know is unique, really unique about Ting. US Cellular, Verizon, all these wireless companies, AT&T, all of them. Basically, they try and lure you in and lock you in based on the newest phone. So you can get a phone and you can get it cheap, and you can get started with a cell bill. Let's do Verizon Wireless. So you get locked in, you start looking at phones, and you're like, smartphones? Sure. And you see stuff like this, the Apple iPhone 4S. Hey, I can get that for free with a 2-year contract. Or the 5S I can get for $200 with a 2-year contract. Oh, look at this Droid phone I can get free with a 2-year contract. You're paying for that device. You are paying for it in your contract. It is not free, okay? You're paying for it with all of those fees that you're paying on that contract. Okay, so you're going to get a device, US Cellular, same way, all of them. you're going to get a device and you're going to pay for it through the nose on your contract. Here's what's really unique about Ting is Ting devices. And you can get smartphones. You can get just a basic flip phone. I'm just scrolling through this real quick, but you can get like a Kyocera Kona phone for, you know, as low as $63. They also have refurbished phones on here as well. So the difference is you buy this phone, it is yours. You're not subsidizing the cost of that phone into your contract. So that's what makes Ting really cheap, and we'll get to their plan prices in a minute. So I was on US Cellular and I was really dissatisfied with the way things were going, and I started kind of exploring a little bit. And I heard about Ting. I heard about it on a radio broadcast. It's a computer broadcast. And so I was listening to this and I heard about Ting and I'm like, I got to check this out. I got to see if there's anything to this. You know, is this really a good deal? Whatever. So I went ahead and started digging on here. And I started really looking at the rates, because really what I wanted to know was, what is my monthly cost going to be? So if you go to ting.com and you go to rates, and I'm going to show you how you can even save some money, maybe even make your first bill free of charge in just a little bit here. But if you go to ting.com and you check out the rates, these are buckets. Basically, at the beginning of the month, you start out here. Okay, you're only paying $6 per the device that you have on. So I'm going to add a couple devices here, because I actually have 3 devices. So right now out of the gate I'm paying $18 a month. Okay, so I start adding on as the month progresses. Our minutes start going up. Doesn't take long to blow through 100 minutes. We get up in here and then we get up in here, and recently where we've been is this $35 mark basically on our minutes. Okay, so now messages. Well, usually we're somewhere in here. We're not big texters, okay? But even if we were, it's pretty cheap to jump up to the next bucket. So megabytes, I might just use a little bit here and there on my phone. So let's just stick that in there. So my monthly bill is $61 a month, plus, you know, the taxes and surcharges, okay? And after that, it's like $68 a month. If I was with US Cellular right now, I would be paying $120 a month at least for the coverage and the service that I'm getting from Ting for $68 a month. That is just, it still boggles my mind how these guys can do this. But the big difference is I own my device. I've got my phones right here. Let me grab them. So I picked up on eBay, I picked up a Samsung Galaxy S2 for myself and my wife. So we both have a S2, Samsung S2. Yeah, it's not the latest greatest phone, but you know what? The Samsung S2 it's a pretty good phone. So no complaints. I can get my email. I can do all of that stuff off Wi-Fi or whatever, and then I can still use data in those events that I really want to use data off my cell service. Okay, so I picked these up for like, I don't know, $150, $160 a piece, something like that. All right, so I own them. I picked up this phone right here for like $10. This is a M240. I give this to my oldest son, and it's just a really basic phone. Okay, and so he gets this phone, and we can text him, and he can text us, and all of that's included. For what would be $120 a month with US Cellular, we're only paying like $68 a month. So it's a great deal. All right, so what I want to tell you about though too is that they have this referral program, and once you get on Ting, I'm going to drag actually I'm going to create a new window here. All right, so here I have my Ting dashboard. I'm going to make it big on here. There's nothing on this screen, no confidential information or whatever. So we just paid a bill, and it was $68. And now when I log into my Ting dashboard, it actually shows me where I'm at right now. If I stopped using my cell phones right now, in 24 days, I'd have a bill of $33. Okay. Now, as this goes up, minutes go up to 500 here, it's going to jump me into the next bucket, and my bill up here will go up accordingly. Text messages. As I come up here to 100 text messages, my bill will go up accordingly. So I'm only paying for what I'm using. Okay, so this is really what makes Ting unique. Now they have referrals here, so you get this link, and if anybody uses that link to sign up for Ting, and their account goes active, you get a $25 off your bill. So that's a great way to sort of help even offset your bill even more, which is really kind of cool. So this referral program here that they have, I'll tell you, I have helped 10 people. Okay, I've helped 10 people get off of paying a high-priced phone bill and move to Ting. They can port your number depending on your area. You can call them and check that, but they can port your number over. They can just make everything nice, move nice and smooth for you from going from whoever your provider is over to Ting. The biggest thing that you need to do, though, when you look at going to Ting, I apologize for the choppy video. This is a little frustrating, but that's okay. Is picking up devices. So if you're going to go to Ting, or you want to try Ting, great way to try Ting is just to go on eBay, look for not any Sprint mobile phone, but if you go to their devices page, you can actually pull up a list from here of all the compatible cell phones, and go onto eBay and just do a search for a Sprint phone. You want to make sure you have a clean ESN. If you're in a Sprint contract right now and you try and bring that device over to Ting, it's not going to work. Okay, you need to make sure that that device is not in contract. And also, if you're buying online, you want to just look for the words clean ESN. All right, that means that you're going to be able to bring that device into Ting. Another thing is their early termination fee program. Ting can take up to like 25% off of your termination fees. So if you have termination fees, like you're like, I really don't want to do this right now because I'm going to have to pay an early termination fee. Well, it actually might be cheaper in the next month or two if you went ahead and just got rid of that contract, moved over to Ting, and paid those fees. It might actually end up being cheaper for you. I mean, or you could wait until you got close to the end of your contract or whatever, but it actually might be really cheap for you to do that. And so I would encourage you to give Ting a call. Their number's right on the top of their Ting page. Okay, so now in this link, in this video, down below this video, there is a link to use. You hit that link and it takes you to Ting's page, and it takes you to $25 off of a new device, or $25 off your service. This is what I was talking about when I said that your first month of service could really be free, and mine was. I brought over just this phone to start with because I really just kind of wanted to try it, and I picked up this phone for 10 bucks on eBay. I figured there's no way I can really lose on this. If for nothing else, I get to just kind of try another cell provider, just kind of see what it's like. So you pick up a cheap phone or whatever, and you get $25 off your service, and your first month is basically going to be free. Well, what would $25 be? If I hit their rates page, so what could you get for $25 worth of service? Okay, with one phone just to try it. You could get 1,000 minutes. You could get some messaging in there, and I'm just going to say, okay, so that's 27. So if you didn't use messaging, you could get for $24 a month, you could get 1,000 minutes. Or if you wanted to try texting and all of that, for 20 bucks plus tax. So that would probably get you. Hey, my son came in here. Hey, bud. I'm recording a video right now. You want to say hi on camera? Nope, he's gone. So you could try this out and get 500 minutes, 1,000 text messages, and you've really lost nothing. And at the end of it, if you didn't like Ting, hawk the phone back off on eBay for 10 bucks and call it good. So my experience went really smooth. I'm really glad to be saving on my cell bill. And I hope that you will think about trying Ting. Check out the link below. Kind of dig around. It's free to set up an account. Just hit the link, sign up, and there's no obligation. You don't have to pay anything. Okay, you can just sign up, create an account for free, and just dig around and kind of check things out and see if Ting will work for you. I hope it does, and I hope this information is helpful to you. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.